You took a steadying breath as you entered the bedroom, watching Jungkook fix his tie in front of the mirror. He looked as composed and untouchable as always, his face set in that familiar cool expression. This was typical. Jungkook wasn't one for long conversations or displays of affection. Ever since you married, he had been quite reserved and yes, undeniably cold. Yet despite his distant nature, there were always subtle gestures that reminded you of his care, even if he had never voiced it directly. Taking a deep breath, you approached him, smoothing out any nervousness as you gathered the courage to speak. Jungkook. He shifted his gaze briefly to you in the mirror before going back to his tie. He replied, his voice neutral, his attention seemingly on the way his suit fit across his broad shoulders. I want to ask you something, you said, meeting his gaze in the mirror. My friends are planning a get-together tonight at a bar. It's been ages since we all met up, so I thought I would join them. A get-together? Yes, I mean, it's nothing big, just a small group of us catching up. Jungkook gave a slight nod, his face remaining impassive as he finally turned to look at you directly. If that's what you want, then you can go. You are okay with it? You said, tilting your head as you looked up at him. I mean, I know it's short notice, and I will probably be home a little late. You are an adult. I don't control what you do, Ian. You couldn't help but smile a little, touched by his subtle yet unmistakable way of showing he cared. You are not going to give me any rules to follow, like don't stay out too late or don't drink too much. He raised an eyebrow slightly. Do I need to? Maybe I just want to hear it, just to know that you care. Jungkook's gaze softened imperceptibly as he crossed his arms, his attention now entirely on you. I don't think I need to tell you what to do, but just be careful. You know how it can get late at night, and if you need me to pick you up, call me. I don't want you waiting alone. A warm feeling spread through you at his words. Though he hadn't said it directly, it was clear that he cared, even if he tried to hide it under his usual calm demeanor. A comfortable silence settled between you for a moment, and you took a step closer to him, closing the small gap between you. So, I'm really going then? You don't mind? Jungkook let out a small sign, his eyes softening as he looked down at you. I already said it's fine, didn't I? But be safe and call me, okay? You smiled warmly, feeling a sudden rush of affection for this man who showed his care in the most subtle of ways. I will, and I will make sure to come home as soon as I can. He looked away almost as if embarrassed, but gave a small nod. Good, have fun then, he murmured, adjusting his tie one last time before stepping past you. He didn't openly express his feelings, but there was a protectiveness in his voice that made you feel warm. And you know, despite his cold front, that you were the one he cared for most, even if he had never said it loud. As the evening crept in, you found yourself in front of the mirror checking your reflection one last time. You had slipped into a chic-fitted party dress that brought out your confidence, pairing it with some delicate jewelry and a bit of makeup. With one final glance, you grabbed your phone, called for a cab, and made your way downstairs. The bar was buzzing with energy as you walked in, greeted by the leaving hum of laughter and clinking glasses. Ryan, look at you. You look absolutely stunning. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Hannah, your best friend from college, squealed, pulling you into a tight hug. You chuckle, hugging her back. I know, it's been way too long, Hannah. Work's been insane lately, and well, you know how life gets. Tell me about it. Another voice chimed in. You turned to see Jimin, your best friend, grinning as he wrapped an arm around your shoulders. As you settled into the booth, you and Jimin caught up one on one. Hannah had gone to grab drinks, leaving you and your boy best friend to remain in that easygoing way that only old friends could. So, you are really here in the flesh. I swear, Ryan, I was starting to think I would have to kidnap you just to see you. You laughed, shaking your head. Oh, please, it's not like that. I have just been busy. You know, work and life and other stuff. Right, the other stuff. Being the whole married life, I assume. Don't think you are getting away without giving me any update. You roll your eyes, smiling but hesitant. Well, I mean, what's there to say? Jungkook is great in his own way. Jimin tilted his head, studying your expression. Great. Alright, what does that even mean, Ryan? You always used to tell me everything. Why are you suddenly holding back? You paused, glancing at the table. It's not that Jimin, it's just different. He's quiet, and I don't know. We don't talk much, and sometimes it feels like there is this wall between us. He nodded thoughtfully, his gaze softening. So, it's more like he's there but not really, huh? Hannah joined with you two after bringing the drinks. Yeah, exactly. He's caring in his own way, but it's all through actions. He will do things for me, like making sure I'm okay, but he never really says anything. Hannah's eyes softened knowingly. I get it. He's quiet, but he cares in his own way, right? Yeah, he doesn't say much, but he always makes sure I'm okay, even if he's kind of cold. Cold, huh? So does that mean you are here to relax out a little? Something like that, but let's be real. I'm here to catch up with you guys. It's been ages. I get it. That's hard, Ryan. But at the same time, maybe he shows he cares in ways he just doesn't know how to put into words. Maybe I just wish it were different sometimes. You know, sometimes I just miss having someone to talk. Like this. We are always here for you, Ryan. You know that. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day he will surprise you and open up. You laughed softly. I hope so. Jimin chuckled, reaching over to pat your hand in that friendly, reassuring way of his. Don't worry, you have got friends who adore you and a husband who obviously cares more than he lets on. And if he ever does step out of line, you have got us as backup. Hannah nodded. Yes. You smiled, genuinely touched. Thanks, Jimin. Thanks, Hannah, for always being there for me. Okay, but enough about that. Tonight is about letting go and having a good time. No walls, no worries. Just us, alright? Alright, you agreed, feeling lighter already. You excused yourself briefly and answered the call, your voice light as you spoke. Hey Jungkook. Hey, the party finished yet? You paused for a moment, glancing around at your friends, who were still having a good time. It's almost over, just wrapping things up. Alright then, I will come pick you up. You felt your heartbeat quicken. There was something about his words, his usual quiet tone, the fact that he was taking the effort to come pick you up that felt almost like a small, rare gesture of care. You don't have to though, I can grab a cab or something. No, I will pick you up. Be outside in 10 minutes. Alright, I will be out. See you soon. Yeah, see you. Jungkook wasn't one to say much, but in that small interaction, you could feel a quiet care that spoke volumes. You returned to your friends, your thoughts swirling. Hana caught the look on your face. Everything okay? She asked with a knowing smile. Yeah, Jungkook is coming to pick me up. Oh, I see. He is coming to get his wife, huh? You roll your eyes, but a soft smile tugged at your lips. Something like that. It didn't take long before you grabbed your things, thanked everyone for a fun night, and made your way to the front of the bar. As you both were talking, the sleek black car you were waiting for pulled up to the curb. You could already feel a shift in the air. As the car came to a stop, Jungkook was here. You squeezed Jimin's hand instinctively, pulling him closer to you. Come on, let's go, introduce you to him. Jungkook had just stepped out of the vehicle when he noticed you approaching, his gaze immediately drawn to the fact that you were holding Jimin's hand. But the closer you got to the car, the more that feeling warmed at him. You looked so at ease, so happy with Jimin, and something inside him felt tight and possessive. He swallowed hard, pushing it down. You reached the car, finally letting go of Jimin's hand. Jungkook, this is Jimin, my best friend, and Jimin, this is my husband Jungkook. Jimin gave a polite smile, holding out his hand to Jungkook. It's a pleasure to meet you, man. Ryan has been telling me all about you. Jungkook's expression softened slightly as he shook Jimin's hand, but his eyes didn't miss the way you and Jimin exchanged smiles. His lips tightened, and though he was silent, his gaze lingered on you. Okay, Jimin, bye. See you soon. Jimin pulled you into a tight hug. Bye, take care, okay? You hugged him back, your arms around him in the friendly way you always had. As you hugged Jimin back, Jungkook's eyes darkened, a knot of jealousy twisting in his chest, watching you wrap your arms around Jimin, laughing and holding him close. Something inside him stirred. The possessiveness he rarely allowed himself to feel now surged to the surface. Every inch of his body was tense as he stood there, waiting for you, trying not to let his jealousy show. The more you smiled and talked with Jimin, the more it groaned at him. He wanted to pull you close, to remind you that you were his. But all he could do was stand there, fighting the surge of emotions that had taken over him. Okay, we should go. Goodbye, Jimin. Jimin waved back, and you hurriedly got into the car, sliding into the passenger seat beside Jungkook. He didn't say a word as the door slammed shut, and the silence between you felt thick, uncomfortable. Jungkook didn't even glance at you, his eyes focused straight ahead as he started the car. It was really nice to see my friends again, especially Jimin. I had missed catching up with them. The moment his name left your lips, you felt Jungkook's presence behind you, closer than you had anticipated. You turned, but before you could process anything else, he was in front of you. Jungkook, you started, surprised by his sudden intensity, but his expression silenced you. There was fire in his eyes, a possessive raw anger simmering there. His hands moved to your waist, pulling you closer, pressing you into the wall as his lips demanded every ounce of your attention. You gasped, barely able to catch your breath, feeling his jealousy and frustration pouring into the kiss, his grip tightening, his need almost overwhelming, consuming you. His voice low, dangerous, his words sharp as they sliced through the air. Don't say his name again, and how dare you hug him like that in front of your husband? Jungkook, what are you talking about? It was just a hug, and Jimin is my best friend. Jimin and I are close. It doesn't mean anything. I don't like it. I don't like seeing someone else's arms around you. You tried to pull your arm from his grip, but he held you firm, his eyes never leaving yours. Jungkook, I have been cold to you. I don't talk much. I don't say the words you want to hear. But that doesn't mean I don't care. That doesn't mean I don't feel things. He let go of your arm, his hands now resting at his side as he stared at the floor, his shoulders stiff. I never told to you this, but I love you, Ian. I know I'm not the easiest person to be with. I know I have been distant, cold and unfeeling, but I'm telling you now, I can change for you. You swallowed hard trying to find the right words. You love me? Yes, Ryan, I love you, and it kills me inside when I see you with someone else. It kills me when I see you so carefree with him. I can't stand it. I'm sorry for being like this. I know I haven't been the husband you deserve, but I want to change for you. I will show you that I care. I will be the husband you have been waiting for. I need you to be mine completely. He stepped closer to you again, his hands gently cupping your face. I can't lose you, Ryan. I'm selfish in that way. I know I can be cold, but I need you to know I love you more than you will ever know, and I will do whatever it takes to prove it to you. Jungkook, you don't have to change anything for me. I have always known how much you care, even when you didn't say it. But I didn't need grand gestures or perfect words. I just need you, your heart. That's enough for me. He leaned in slowly, his lips brushing against yours in a kiss that was gentle but filled with all the emotions he had kept buried for so long. It was a kiss of confession, of love, and of promises made in the silence between the words. When he pulled away, he rested his forehead against yours, breathing deeply. I won't let anyone else take you from me, Ryan. I can't. You are mine, and I'm never letting you go.